Hey, welcome to Irene Bisasso Hoem Network. I'm Irene, and if you are new to our channel, please subscribe. I talk about different things in Norway, and I live in Norway. I'm from Uganda, and today I want to talk about coronavirus. On a sad note, but I have to talk about it because I want to talk about the symptoms and how to prevent it. In Norway now, we are among those countries that actually now everything is closed. We are in a state of emergency. The schools are closed, libraries, all those public. So we are having homeschooling, teaching kids from home. And most of the things are not working, public means and all that. We are having what I can call, like, we are supposed to be at home. So you are supposed to be at home, avoid public places and all that. So to some of you, this is a pandemic. My information is coming from the Norwegian health ministries, and my information, I gathered it from also the WHO, the World Health Organization. And the symptoms that we are being told that some of them are like when you have fever. This is a very serious, it's a pandemic. So when you have fever, when you have like because they are what we call common symptoms and uncommon symptoms. The common symptoms, fever, when you have like dry coughing and fatigue. And then there are these others, even they say like uncommon, but some of them they include also shortness of breath, because this disease attacks the respiratory system. And so this T here, whereby the nose, the eyes, and the mouth, that I'll talk about that when I come to prevention. Avoid touching them. So the symptoms are that. Let me just outline them. I noted them here from the Norwegian health authorities. It's like a flu cold kind of, but it's more serious than that. So when you have fever, when you have dry cough, fatigue, and then headaches and nasal congestion, and then you have sore throat and shortness of breath, then those are the symptoms. It's a very serious, because now we know we've registered today, every day since the Prime Minister said the state of emergency. Now we have 3 dates as of now, and everybody's supposed to be home and all that. So look at this, the symptoms. If you see those symptoms, you better get checked, or you better be in isolation and make sure you don't smit to other people. What we know how to prevent it, we know that there isn't medicine as of yet, and the researchers in the medical world institute, they are working hard, and we cross our fingers and we pray to our gods and Allah, whatever you believe in, so that soon we get the medicine. So prevention. Or you better be in isolation and make sure you don't smit to other people. What we know how to prevent it, we know that there isn't medicine as of yet, and the researchers in the medical world institute, they are working hard, and we cross our fingers and we pray to our gods and Allah, whatever you believe in, so that soon we get the medicine. So prevention, good hand hygiene. I say good because when we wash hands, sometimes you just wash like this, and that is not enough. I'm talking this from, I'm coughing a little bit. It's not coronavirus, don't get worried. Because that's another thing that is really interesting, because in Norway, this is a season where people actually, it's March, it's cold, we are having a little bit of cold and flu, and so it's a little bit hard to tell whether that or the other, but that's why it's very important that you see all these symptoms and get help as soon as possible. The help that is there, it's to support you so that you breathe, and it's a supporting system because we don't have the medicine. But I was talking about prevention, and I'm saying to wash your hands. I did a nursing course. If you know my story, I tried to see if I going for nursing and I attended some courses, and then I realized it wasn't for me. But I remember in that time when we had a course which had to do with hand hygiene, and we could wash our hands, and then we put our hands under, was it a microscope? A microscope, and then we see that our hands actually could show that they weren't clean. So how do you wash your hands? You put the water and the soap and you wash like this, and you have to wash in between here, it's very important, and then you have even here in the middle. So you have to really thoroughly wash your hands. And if you have kids, this is the time when you don't tell them go and wash your hands, but you go and see that they really wash your hands. So we're gonna wash our hands a lot, clean, keep your nails short. And this is because once you touch other things and you touch this T-zone, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, you're gonna get that virus. Another thing, keep distance from other people. Now in Norway, we are standing, when it's interesting because in Norway, we are people who don't really stand near other people, or we are on a bus, for example, everybody sits alone, but now we are taking to another level. That means stand. When we were talking last time, I met my neighbor, when we were talking, you stand that way, I stand this way, to avoid that in case somebody is talking or laughing, spits, because those droplets, those are the ones that also actually the virus, because if another person has it and talking and then drops, you know, to you or to your mouth or nose, whatever it is, you're gonna get it. So distance. Another thing is no touching. Now when we are greeting, we don't, you know, handshake and hug and kisses. Now this is the time when you are, so now I was at work before we got this emergency that nobody's going supposed to work, and you could do, we are greeting in other people's cultures of, you know, like this and bye, and, you know, use other things, but don't touch, don't hug, don't kiss other people. And then another thing is, yes, I said that when you are coughing, the Norwegian authorities are telling us when somebody is coughing, when you are coughing, do like this, like this, or in a tissue and throw it. Don't keep it, throw it. There are also some research or some information showing that when this, for example, if now, right now, if I'm to cough and something drops on this lamp here on a surface, that it may stay for almost an hour. So if another person comes and touch here where I've coughed, you may, and then you carry it into your hands, you touch yourself, then you get it. So what does that mean? Be hygiene, take it to another level. Don't keep touching surfaces on stairs. That's why the public means now all those things, they are, you know, being closed and all that. Don't do that, and wash your hands. In my family, you have a routine. Every time you are from outside, you wash your hands. But now we take it to another level. You have to wash your hands when you are going to eat, when you wash it as much as you can, so that you avoid that. And also we have antibacterial or antibacterial. The first thing that ran out in Norway, in our stores, in the apotheke, in the pharmacy, was antibac. So these spirits, because if you have it, it's also good to have. So for you is in another country and that thing is, you know, coming to your country, make sure you buy enough antibac spirit so that you can clean your hands. And it's extremely contagious, and it has high mortality rate. And people who have poor immune system, you're gonna be affected more or easily. So that's why if you have, you know, you sick people, old people, people with other diseases, you better stay away. So what are we doing right now in Norway? We are staying indoors. We go outside because when you have children, it's so hard to keep them inside all the time. So we go outside, we take them, in my family at least, I take them at least as of today, but we don't know how the situation will be. We take them for 1 hour somewhere to ski where there are no people, and then we come back, and then we are inside, and then we have school, homeschooling. The schools have given us strict instructions what we are supposed to do. So parents now are teachers at home, and we have enough food, you can go to the store, but avoid going there again and again. Buy something, but again, don't buy a lot and then other people don't get enough. And quarantine, if you know you can avoid public places or meeting people, avoid it. If you are sick, then they put you in isolation. We no longer go to the hospitals. Actually, you call and then probably they send a team. I don't know how that one goes, but all in all, I wish you the best, and I hope we talk again, we meet again, and take care of yourself, take hygiene to another level. And in a family, another thing that I want to say, eat well so that you are healthy. Exercise inside your home, eat healthy stuff. Me personally, because some of the things we've been doing it, like I said, that we've been having this season of cold and flu, so we normally have a lot of vitamin C's in this season, which we normally use. But so I would advise somebody to have it, because for me, I have it, and some Panados, but it's not something to make this video clear, I'm not a health personnel, I'm not a scientist, I'm just academician or a researcher. I like finding out things. Hey darling, that's my son coming in. And yeah, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe. I talk about different things in Norway, and right now in Norway, that is the situation of coronavirus. I wish you the best, and I hope to see you next week. Take care of each other. Bye.